Without these cannot a city be inhabited.
Right. So without these people doing this hard labor, doing all this day-to-day manual work, the city can't be maintained. Read on.
And they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not be sought for in public council,
Right?
nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judges.
Because these people don't have time to seek wisdom. They don't have time to seek the understanding of the Most High. So this person, the only thing they doing, they can't think, they can't meditate, they can't go into a field and think about the things of the Lord. They have to be constantly involved in the endeavors of Esau, man. You can't ask them about the wisdom of the Most High because they don't know it. They don't know it. They can't tell you what happened in Genesis. They can't tell you what happened in Revelations because they don't have the time to separate themselves for the things of the Most High. Right? And a lot of your family members are like this, so they won't understand you. They're going to be offended of what you're becoming because the Most High is separating you to do these things. Read on. Verse 34.
They shall sit not on a judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment.
Right?
They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken.
They're not going to be found in the parables, in the mysteries, in the dark sayings. Read on.
34. But they will maintain the state of the world.
What they going to do?
They will maintain the state of the world.
Read.
And all their desire is in the work of their craft.
That's a sad thing. That's a sad thing. So if the Most High, He separated you to do these things, then you should be thankful. You see what I'm saying? So give me Sirach 39 and 4. Sirach 39 and 4.
Sirach.
But start at 1. Keep going.
Sirach 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
Right.
And is occupied in the meditation thereof.
Read on.
Will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
Why? So the Most High, he didn't call you to just be sitting at a window all day saying, "May I help you? Can I take your order? I want 3 Big Macs in a large coat. What was that? 3 Big Macs in a large coat. With anything else? Yeah. Can you give me And you got to do that all damn day. He didn't call you for that. He called you to search Sirach. You know what I'm saying? Go to Proverbs. Go to Psalms. Go to Job. Right? You in the parables all day. Right? You do your work. He sets you up to where you can make your money. You can still provide for your family. But the bulk of your time is in the prophecies. The bulk of your time is in the things that the Most High want. Right? Read on.
Verse 2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned man, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
And that's where I want to be. So I was constantly praying, Lord, give me a better way, man, to provide to my family, for my family, and be able to be in these breakdowns how I want to be. Be in the milk, be in the meat, be in the wine, in the oil, and in the honey. You see, you need time for that. You can't work a damn 12, 14 hours a day and expect to know it. You're not going to know it. You're going to have that time. And all that comes from the grace of the Most High. But first, you got to even acknowledge that you on a rat wheel. Our people don't even know that they're on a rat wheel. You just running in a circle. You're not going nowhere. You still paying the same bills. You still in the same debt. You still don't own your house. You still being persecuted by Esau. You still drinking your life away. You still smoking your life away. They don't understand it. You got to see it. And to see it is a blessing. Read on. Finish that off.
Verse 3. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences. And be conversant in dark parables.
Right.
He shall serve among great men and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he have tried the good and the evil among men.
Right. Now give me Genesis 12:1. So that's what they call, the world call it set apart. But that's really being set apart. Give me Genesis 12:1.
Genesis chapter 12, verse 1.
Right?
Now the Lord has said unto Abram,
What'd he say?
Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto the land that I will show thee.
The Most High said, leave your country. Leave your father and your mother and go where I tell you to go. You see? So when you come into this truth, you got to understand you may lose your father, you may lose your mother, you're going to lose family members. And when you tell your family members, come on, let's go serve the Lord, they're not going to follow you. When you tell them, let's keep commandments, we can't go out on Friday and turn up. That's the Sabbath. They're not following you. But you have to go because the Most High said you go. Read on. Give me, what else we got?
Romans.
Right. And read that again in Genesis.
Genesis chapter 12, verse 1. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee.
Right, so Abraham, he chose the Most High of his father and mother. You see, he chose the Most High of his father and mother. And when I came into this truth, before I came into this truth, I had a relationship with my father and with my mother. You know what I'm saying? Me and my father, you see how close me and my father was. We was close, man. We talk on the phone all day and laughing. Break bread and all that, and he would give me advice, and I would ask him questions, and, just like a father and a son. But when I came to this truth, and I chose the Most High over my father and my mother, that severed the relationship with my father. When I started asking him about Esau, when I started asking him about who we are, you could tell me all these things in the Bible, but you can't tell me who I am. Well, okay, you telling me about John, you telling me about John 3:16, and you're telling me about, giving me the pastor's breakdown. But can you tell me, as your son, I'm asking you, who am I? Because it's telling me the Israelites don't know who they are. It's telling me, I'm showing you Revelations 2:9, that the people that say they are Jews are not, but do lie. So the Most High is telling me that these people lie, and the Jews are lost and don't know who they are, and by consequence, I don't know who I am. And it's telling me that these people went into slavery on slave ships. So can you tell me who I am? Right? Can you stop giving me damn TD Jakes breakdown? I don't want to hear that shit no more. We got real questions. So these type of questions separate fathers and sons. These type of questions separate mothers and daughters. And that's what he said. Hey, it don't matter if you don't have to call me no more. And that's what this thing gonna do. It's gonna separate. It's gonna cause division. He said, get thee from among thy father, from among thy kinfolk. He didn't choose them. A lot of them, and it hurts. A lot of them, he never chose, And a lot of them, he'll choose later. A lot of them gonna come in later. But if you don't go and show the way, they'll never see. You're gonna all stay in darkness. So it's all a responsibility when the Most High tell us to go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're the one paving the way. You're the one taking this light and darkness and finding the way. Right? And then when you lead that path, they can see it. And a lot of people follow you from a distance. You see, so you have to keep moving forward. You have to keep doing what the Most High said do. Give me Romans 11:7.
Romans chapter 11.
And another thing, before I came into this truth, and when I was saying Jesus loved everybody, I never had a problem with that. I only started having problems when I started saying Yahweh Shah don't love everybody. When I showed them Matthew 1:21, right, that he only coming for his people. When I showed them Deuteronomy 7:6, and all the precepts, Revelations, 21:12, and it had a gate, and the gates, it had a wall high, right? I'm paraphrasing, right? All these Deuteronomy 32:8, all these separatists precepts when they saying that God loves everybody and he's bringing everyone together, and you start showing them these precepts that the Most High is kind of, he's a separatist and he don't like everybody, especially Romans 9 and 13. They can't explain that. It's unexplainable, right? So give me what I call Romans 11 and 7.
Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then, Israel, have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it.
Read it again.
What then, Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for,
right?
But the election have obtained it.
And what happened to the rest?
And the rest were blinded.
And that's what you have to get in your mind. Only elect gonna get this, and the rest were blinded. And the rest, a lot of that rest is your family. The rest of them are your sisters and your brothers and your fathers and your mothers. That's the rest of them that were blinded. Give me 2 Ezra 8 and 55.
Second Ezra chapter 8 verse 55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish.
So this is what Ezra was doing. Ezra, he wanted to know, he was asking the Most High about his people, about his family members, about his friends, trying to find ways for the wicked to make it into the kingdom of heaven, man. Because, yeah, you love your people. I love my father and my mothers. There's a lot of friends that I knew in the world that I want to have this truth. But the Most High is only selected an elect amount of men, women, and children. And those are the people that you're supposed to be concerned about, because the rest were blinded. Read it again.
And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish.
Right, they're going to die. He told Ezra, don't be concerned about them no more. And you tell a lot of people this will make them turn back. You can't be, after you done showed them Isaiah 66 and 16, Leviticus 11 and 7, and they sit right in front of your face while you bringing out the precept, and they go into the refrigerator and get out this big ass packet of bacon and slap it in the pan, and you reading it that the Lord gonna kill them for eating swine, and they you know what I'm saying? They getting their sandwich ready, putting the mustard and the mayo on there, and they slap that bacon on there, and they, while you bringing out the precepts, they smacking on it, looking you dead in your face like you can go on with that shit. These people, they're gonna perish. Read on.
Verse 56. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High. Thought scorn of his law.
And they thought scorn of his law. They didn't know that when you was telling them what you was telling them, that they were scorning the Most High. They thought that they was just mocking you. But they thought scorn of his law. Because we say, thus saith the Most High. Read on.
57. Moreover, they have trodden down, or Salakia, and forsook his ways. Moreover, they have trodden down his righteousness.
Why? They step all over you. Read on.
And said in their heart, there is no God.
Right, because when you say you don't have to keep commandments, they don't realize that's the same as saying there is no God. Read on.
Yea, and that knowing they must die.
Read it again.
And that knowing they must die.
They what?
They must die.
They must die. Your fathers, your mothers, your wicked family members will die. Your friends will die. He didn't choose everybody. He said, ask no more about the... Read it again.
Which verse?
Read 51.
Verse 51. But understand thou for thyself.
So the Most High said, get the understanding for yourself. Read on.
Seek out the glory for such as be like thee.
And seek out the glory for such that be like thee. The elect. Read on.
52. For unto you is paradise open, and tree of life is planted.
Right? Go down to 55.
55. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish.
You see that? So that's plain, man. Give me Give me 2 Ezra 9 and 10. Read that.
2 Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in their life have received benefits.
And this a lot of what's holding your family members back is the benefits that they receive from Esau. You see? And when they get these benefits from Esau, they'll say, you know, well, he's not that bad. So you have to be careful of the gifts of the wicked because they're not without deceit. He may give you a business. He may give you a loan. He may give you a house. But all these things are he's given them to you with deceit. Right? And you can't rebuke because of these things that he gave you. These benefits. Read on.
Verse 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Read.
And they that have loathed my law.
They hated the law.
While they had yet liberty.
And this is what they talking about, that grace. And this is what Yahweh Shah is telling them. Hey, this is the grace period. This is a time that you have to get it right. This is a time period that he gave men and women, you know, allotted time to turn back from sin and keep commandments, to turn back to the law. But they hated the law. Read on.
And when as yet place of repentance was open unto them.
This that grace period, when you have time to repent. Read on.
Understood not.
They don't understand it. Read.
But despised it.
Uh-huh.
The same must know it after death by pain.
By what?
By pain.
Right. They're going to know it after death by pain. Give me Matthew 4 and 18. Matthew 4 and 18. Because, you know, in this truth, you're going to deal with persecution. You're going to have to deal with separation. You're going to have to deal with being rejected and persecuted. You're going to have to deal with these things. You know what I'm saying? But you have to stay close to Yahweh Shah and understand that the Most High already knew that you was going to go through these things, and he set it up that way for you to go through these things. Because if Yahweh Shah went through it, and how are you not going to go through it? Mm-hmm. Give me that in Isaiah 53 and 3. Yahweh Shah went through it. Who are you? Matter of fact, give me Yahweh went through it. Give me John 3 and 16. John 3 and 16. Let's explain it the right way.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son.
You see that? So who are we? Who are you to not give up your mother, your father, your sister and brother when the Most High gave up his only begotten son to prove his love? How can you say that you love me and you don't give up? No, nothing. Love is sacrifice, man. There is no greater love than a man lay down his life for his friends, man. How the hell you gonna tell me you love me? You never done shit for me. How? How you gonna say you love the Most High and you never went out to these streets and you never pulled in his people? You never went to extra mile. Only thing that you did was show up to church on Sunday with your big hat and your gator boots pulled up in your Cadillac. You walking up to the damn door and you can't even stop staring at your Cadillac. You washed it 3 times on Saturday, right? You went there, you don't even know what the pastor's saying. You just saying amen. You just keep saying amen by repetition. You've never done nothing for the Most High. You've never sacrificed your body. You never sacrificed fasting and prayer. You never gave up on sin, but yeah, you say you love the Lord. Give me Luke 6 and 46. Give me Luke's, and the Most High gave his only begotten son to show you that he loved you. Give me Luke 6 and 46.
Luke 6 and 46.
Read that.
And why calleth ye me Lord?
Right, why are you wasting your time? Why are you calling me Lord, Lord? It's a waste of time. Read it again.
And why call ye me Lord, Lord?
And what else?
And do not the things which I say.
Right, stop calling me Lord when you don't do the things that I say. Right? So give me Isaiah 53 and 3. Don't tell me that you love the Most High and you haven't sacrificed anything when the Most High gave us everything. He gave his only begotten son. Give me Isaiah 53 and 3.
Isaiah 53 and 3.
Read that.
He is despised and rejected of men.
Right, so how can the one that created you go through this for you, and you go through nothing. The one that literally created you came down in the body of a man and let you despise him, let you smack him, let you spit on him, let you mock him, let you scorn him, let you put a crown of thorns on the top of his head and then hang him on the cross. And you do nothing. Read that, man.
He is despised and rejected of men.
Right?
A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
Right. So your family is going to do these things to you. So you have to be acquainted with grief. They're going to try to make you feel like the man left out. It's okay. It's okay because the Most High is giving you a new family. Yahweh's already set the plan out. He got it all mapped out. They was never really your father or your mother. Then Yahweh shall tell his mother, who is my mother? And who is my father? Who are my brethren? Give me that real quick. Find that real quick. And I'm going to finish reading Isaiah 53:3. Because you have to set your mind right. They tell you that in Sirach 2:1. You're going to have to be strong, man. You're going to have to be strong in this thing. You have to set your mind right and constantly endure. A lot of the Israelites, you might always been, you know what I'm saying, loved and accepted and received in your family. But when you come into this truth, all that's going to change, man. And you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose the Most High, or you're going to choose your family. It ain't going to be no halfway, because your family, a lot of your family and friends not coming with you. You got that?
Mm-hmm.
Read it.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 46.
Read it.
And 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Why? So, hey, your mother and your father gonna think they gonna have rank over the truth. You know what I'm saying? Rank over the truth. They was trying to pull rank on Yahweh Shah. Look, I'm your father. Look, put us first. Look what Yahweh Shah said.
Verse 47 or verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brothers?
He chopped their ass down for the truth. Right? He set them in order. You look, hold on. When it comes to the truth, when it comes to the word of the Most High, hey, we're going to put you all the way on the bottom of that. And they tried to set themselves up. Hey, tell him that his mother need him right now. Tell him his mama said, come over here. Tell him his brother waiting on him. Well, who is you? You're nothing compared to the truth. Read on. 50. 49.
Verse 49. And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brother.
Read.
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
See, these are people, this is your new family. You know, this is your new family. Now we got new brothers coming around, new sisters that we're linking with now. And you know what I'm saying? The Most High, he'll give you a new family. And that's what's happening. Then what David say? He said, I'm a companion of those that keep the commandments. That's my father and my mother. Then Sirach say, be constantly with a man that thou knowest to keep the commandments. Paraphrasing. Those are my brothers. Those are my sisters. Those are my fathers. Those that keep commandments, man. And that's what Yahweh Shah said. Those that keep commandments. If you don't keep commandments, you an enemy of the Lord. And you my enemy. And I'm going to cut your ass up. Because I know everything, if you don't keep commandments, everything that's coming out of your mouth, if it's contrary to the Most High, it's a lie. And you're an antichrist. You're against me. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to have to deal with that. As soon as you get to cutting them up with the word, they're going to say that's not love. Well, they don't know what love is, so cut their ass up, man. Either because it's a war. It's a war for your mind. They're trying to pull you. I got family members talking about I'm in a cult and they gonna work on me and pull me back to the Christian church. We're gonna make you become a Christian again. No, I'm gonna cut your ass up in 1,000 pieces. And everybody else that you go get and bring them, I'm gonna cut them up in 1,000 pieces and I'm gonna send all y'all ass back bloody. And I don't give a damn who you is. Who is my mother and who is my father? Let no what it say? Let not the reverence of, give me that real quick. Let not the in what is that? Sirach? You got it?
Yeah. Except Sirach 4:22.
Read that.
Except no person against thy soul.
Except no person against thy soul. When it comes to father, mother, brother, sister, the crooked pastor, the president. Except no person against thy soul. Read.
And let not the reverence of a man cause thee to fall.
And let not the reverence of a man cause thee to fall. When it comes to this truth, everybody, it's the truth or nothing. If you're not keeping commandments, and we're going to cut your ass up. If you go against the words of Yahweh Shah, we're going to slaughter your ass, man. I don't care if you say if it's love or if it's not. That's love. Give me Leviticus 19 and 17. That's what love is. And give me John 5, 1 John 5 and 3.
Leviticus 19 and 17.
Read.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right, the Bible says this is hate. This is the opposite of love. Read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
The Bible says when you don't go into these scriptures and show your brother, your mother, your father where they went off, that's hate. But they'll tell you that that's hate when you show them, when it says Leviticus 11 and 7. Now that's hate. When you open up Isaiah 66 and 16 and tell them that the Most High said he was gonna slaughter their ass if he come back and he find you eating pork. Now that's hate. No, that's love. That's keeping you from the fire. That's keeping you from the wrath of the Most High that you don't see. That's love, right? But it tell you that the people have chosen death rather than life. You know? Give me
Did you want 1 John 3?
Yeah.
1 John chapter 3 verse 15.
Read that.
Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer.
That's 1 John 5 and 3.
Oh, 5 and 3?
5 and 3.
1 John 5 and 3.
Read that.
For this is the love of Yahweh.
This is the love of God.
That we keep his commandments.
That we what?
Keep his commandments.
Read.
And his commandments are not grievous.
That's what we have to do. We have to keep the commandments of the Most High. And it's not hard. It's not hard to not eat pork, man. It's not hard to not, not rest on the Sabbath. You've been working all week. You need to take some rest. It's not hard to not sleep with your brother's wife. You got your own wife. You got your own wife. Why are you lusting over his wife? It's not hard to not sleep with your sister's husband. Don't you got your own husband? Why are you looking upon her husband? This is wickedness. These are things that he asking us to do that we say is grievous. No, you just wicked. If it's hard for you not to sleep with your brother's wife, you're just wicked. And these are the things that he's asking us to do, the things that all people, your family, your father, your mother, your sister, and your brother say that's evil. That's not love. When you tell them that they shouldn't put no king above them, that's not of their own people, that we shouldn't be voting for no nasty Edomites, man. They'll tell you that that's hate. That's not love. Well, you went out there and you voted for this nasty, creepy ass Edomite, and what has he done for you? He's leading you to destruction. They're one button away from blowing your ass off the map. The man that you said it was going to be your savior. He's leading you to World War III. When you should have chose Yahweh Shah and you chose this wicked ass nasty Edomite, and now what he done for you? Nothing. Nothing. He's the Most High is gonna, like Cap said, since you love this white man, he gonna take your nose and rub it in his ass. He gonna rub it rub all in Man, hey, give me that though, man. Oh, look. Give me what we got next, man.
Sirach.
Yeah.
Sirach 2, 1 through 4.
Give me Sirach 2, 1 through 4, man. It's a lot.
Sirach chapter 2, 1 through 4.
Read that.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
It says, my son, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. This is that separating process, man. Like I was talking to a brother, man. You know, I talk to many brothers that come into this truth. One of the first things that happen is that, you know, their wife get to tripping. You know what I'm saying? Or their husband get to tripping. You know, if it's a woman, their husband, you know. That's that separation of this thing. He said, my son, if thou comes, read it again.
My son, if thou comest to serve the Lord,
read.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, prepare yourself for these. We just read it in Genesis. Didn't he tell Abraham to separate thyself from thy kin? You have to be prepared for this. You have to be prepared to take this thing all the way. He did it first. He separated himself from his son. He gave us Yahushua. You don't think that was troubling? The people don't think that the Most High has feelings. They think he's a emotionless spirit. No, man, he gets hurt. You can hurt the Most High. You know, then Yahushua weep. The Most High gets angry. He laughs. He has a sense of humor, right? So it hurt him to give up his only begotten son. So when you have to give up father, mother, or wife, or even children, I know it's going to hurt. But you have to be prepared to do these things. Why? Because Yahweh said do it. Read on.
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
You have to set your heart aright. That's why he gave us these examples of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Isaac had to leave his country, right? Jacob had to leave his country. Then Jacob said, if you bring me back to this place, right? So Jacob had to do things, you know? Give me, finish that off.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
So when the heat start turning up, you can't run, or you can't turn back like Lot's wife. You can't give up, man. You have to constantly endure. If the Most High said go, then you start going in that direction and never turn back. Read on.
Cleave unto him.
And
depart not away.
Right?
That thou mayest be increased at thy last
end. Didn't he give Isaac back to Abraham? Didn't he give Job another wife? Right? And he'll renew you. He'll renew you. It says, in Sirach, what's that? Sirach 2 and 9? Read that.
Sirach 2 and 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy.
Right. You have to hope for good. Know that your end is going to be better than your beginning. Read verse 10.
10. Look at the generation of old.
Right. That's why he gave us this Bible. Did he forsake Daniel? Right? Did he forsake Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Did he forsake Joseph? Did he forsake Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Did he forsake Yahushua? Even though it looked like that, you know, that Yahushua was overcome, that you know, that he was scoffed and mocked and beat. Did he forsake Yahushua? No. No. Read on.
Look at the generation of old.
Look at the generations of old. Read.
And see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Read.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Right.
So we have to have that faith, man. He's not going to leave us, nor forsake us, right? Give me Matthew 10 and 22.
Did you want verse 4?
No, that's good. Give me Matthew 10 and 22. Matthew 10 and 22.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 22.
Read that.
And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved.
Read 21.
And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
Right, so this spirit is in the world. So you have to know that the Most High put this spirit of offense. This spirit, this same spirit that was on Judas is on your family members. It's on your family members, and they'll put you to death. They'll lie on you and get you put to death. Read on.
And ye shall be hated of all men.
No, your mother, your father, your sister, and brother are not going to hate you.
And ye shall be hated of all men.
The Most High said, look, this is written in red. You shall be hated of all men. Read.
For my name's sake.
For who?
For my name's sake.
Read.
But he that endureth until the end shall be saved.
Right. So you're going to be hated of all men. Read John 15 and 25.
John 15 and 25. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled, that is written in their law.
Read.
They hated me without a cause.
They did what?
They hated me without a cause.
Are you going to be hated without a cause? You know what I'm saying? And you have to go through this stuff, man. And that's what hurts the most, is that they hate you without cause. You see? Give me Galatians 4 and 16. Galatians 4 and 16. And really it's because you telling them the truth. It's because you rebuking their wicked deeds. It's because you're shining light on their darkness.
Galatians 4 and 16.
Read.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
How did I become your enemy? Just for telling you the truth, reading you the Bible that you said you love. You said you love God. But then when I start reading you this, then I become your enemy. How the hell? It's because you wicked. You wicked. Read it again.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
How the hell did I become your enemy with reading you the Bible? Read on.
They zealously affect you, but not well. Yea, they will exclude you that ye might affect them.
They may exclude you. You see? That's what's going to happen. They're going to exclude you. But it's good to be excluded of them. Because you don't want to sit around in their wicked ass circles anyway. Only thing you doing is smoking a pound of weed and drinking a gallon of Hennessy a day. You look like a zombie, but you think you hip. She only weighed damn 98 pounds. She was 165. Bright face, long hair, right, beautiful. But now you 98 pounds because you won't stop doing wickedness, but you think you in. And you can't see that you're melting away. It's good to be exempted from them because they're dying. It's good that the Most High separates you from them so you can live, right? So you can shine brighter and brighter until that day. Give me Galatians 4 and 16.
Galatians 4 and 16.
Read that.
Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Did we read that already?
Yeah, we just read that.
Give me Luke 21 and 15.
Luke 21 and 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
And this is what they hate. They hate that they can, whatever they say, the Most High gave you a mouth and wisdom to chop it down. You know? And they gonna hate that because they can't gainsay nor resist it. It's nothing they can say because we speak thus saith the Lord. Because we are the true followers of Yahweh Shah. So what he speaks, we speak. And that can be refuted, gainsay, or denied. Give me give me that.
Jeremiah 5 and 14.
Jeremiah 5 and 14. Read.
Wherefore, thus saith the Lord God of hosts, because ye speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them.
Right, so when you say, thus saith the Lord, this is this gift that he gave you in Luke 21 and 15. He gave you a mouth that no man can gainsay, right? Because you're speaking the words of the Most High. And since you speak the words of the Most High, he's going to make your words fire. and the people stubble, the people wood, it's going to burn their ass up, right? He's going to, everything that you say when the Most High is behind you, it holds weight. It holds weight because you're saying what he told you to say. You're doing what he told you to do, right? So give me what else we have on that.
I think that was it.
Yeah, give me the next one. Jeremiah
1:17.
Yeah, give me that.
Jeremiah 1:17 through 19.
Read that.
Thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise, and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them.
Why? He said, therefore, gird up thy loins, man. You have to be strong, man, when you're dealing with family members. Because you've been around them your whole life. And y'all have a connection. But the Most High said, gird up your loins. Now it's time for you. Now you in war. Now you have to be strong. Right? And he said, and arise, and to speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces, lest I confound thee before them. So you have to say, thus saith the Lord. Because if you don't, then you may end up, he said, I will confound you before them. You may mess around and then you look up, you being baptized by Edomite pastor. They done drug you. You trying to bring out the scriptures to them, and they didn't convince you that you're in a cult. Now you at an all-white church being baptized by an Edomite pastor. And he trying to drown you. And you thinking about Romans 9:13. You thinking about Obadiah 8:1-18, and you confounded. Because you got this Edomite pastor, he got his hand on your face, and he pushing you under the water, and you trying to figure out how you got there. How the hell did I get here? Right now you in a circle, and there's 5 Edomite women around you in a circle, and they praying for you in them wicked tongues. And you thinking about the precepts. You thinking about Revelation 13:10. You thinking about Isaiah 14:1-2. And you trying to figure out how you got in this situation. That's because you didn't speak up against your wicked family members. Because you didn't speak up against, you didn't go say, thus saith the Lord. And you got confounded. Right? This is, give me, what do we have after Jeremiah? Yeah, give me Matthew 10:37.
Matthew chapter 10, verse 37.
Read that.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Read that again.
He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
So if you choose your father and your mother over the Most High, you're not worthy of the kingdom. That's just how it is. He showed you through the precepts they wicked. He didn't choose them. He had favor on you. He showed you the parables, the understanding. He even gave you time to seek his word. You know what I'm saying? He calls you from stop being the one that pushed that button. He took you out of the McDonald's drive-thru, right? He took you out of the shit shop. All you do is shovel shit, or you shoveling coal. You come home, your whole face is black. Because all you've been doing is shoveling coal while the white man driving it and he dumping it, and you got to shovel it while he dump it. That's all I seen you. I drove past you and watched you. I see you every day. I see you chasing that damn dump truck. The white man's driving it, and you got to hop off the back and throw everything in the back of the damn. I see you. So what else we got, man?
Through 40? Did you want through 40?
Yeah, I wanted through 40.
Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me.
Right, his cross, affliction, rejection, right? Persecution, lied upon, forsaken. You got to take up this cross. You got to drink this cup. But it's okay. It's worth drinking. You know, you got certain men that want a double cup of it, you know, and you don't even want to drink a sip of it because you can't handle rejection. You can't handle being by yourself because you weak, man. And they're going to prey off your weakness and you're going to end up being confounded. Read on.
He that findeth his life shall lose it. And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Right. When you lose your life for the sake of the Most High, you'll find it. You'll find your real life, man. You'll find that you wasn't created to work at Burger King. You'll find that you wasn't created to just be a CNA. That he didn't design you just to go in the factory and work all day. No, he created you for a purpose. You're going to find that life. You're going to find that there's brothers with like minds on this earth that love the Lord like you love the Lord. You're going to find that there's sisters with like mind like yours that want to keep the commandments. You just never met them. You just been around LaQuisha, Wanda, Sharonda. And the only thing they want to do is shake their ass, man, and drink Douce. But it's sisters that's going to keep commandments. It's sisters that honor their husbands and honor the Most High and love their bodies, know how to cover their bodies up, man. Every sister don't want to clap her ass cheeks in front of a camera with a cup in their hand talking about, hey. And every brother don't want to be a damn scammer, a hustler, and a damn drug dealer and a whoremonger. It's men out here that actually honor their wives, that love their wives and love their children. And most of all, love the Most High. You just ain't met them yet. They're here. They're the elect. And they've been separated. You're going to find them. Read it again.
And he that findeth his life shall lose it.
Read.
And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
Read on.
He that receiveth you receiveth me.
The Lord said, he that receiveth you receive me. Read.
And he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
So when they reject you, they're rejecting the Most High. They think that they're rejecting you. And it don't matter how many scriptures you tell them, they're not going to accept it. But they don't realize the consequences of that. They don't realize the fatal mistake that they've just made because it came out of man's mouth that they ain't never gave 2 cents about. That's what it's really about. They always hated you. They always hated you. Because in their mind, you were never going to be nothing. And now the Most High is giving you a name. And now you coming back with these precepts that they don't want to hear. Give me Ezekiel 2:7.
Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 7.
Read that.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
What the Lord say?
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
Speak the words of the Most High to them. Read.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
Whether they listen or not. Read.
For they are most rebellious.
No, they're partly rebellious.
For they are most rebellious.
No, they're a little bit rebellious.
For they are most rebellious.
The Most High said your family members, your wicked ass friends are most rebellious. Read.
But thou son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house.
Don't be rebellious like them. Read.
Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee.
Right, eat the whole roll. You consume these words, and you do them. You live by them, right? Give me what else we got after that?
2 Peter 3.
Yeah, 2 Peter 3:3.
2 Peter 3:3. Whose adorning, let it.
2 Peter 3:3.
Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers.
What?
Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers.
Scoffers. Read.
Walking after their own lusts.
Walking after their own lust. See, these people don't want to keep commandments, man. That's all that is. They want to do what they want to do at the end of the day. You know? Read.
And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the father fell asleep, all things continue as they were.
Right. And they think the wicked always think they got more time. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear you, but you know, I'm a change. Wherefore is my Lord coming? Y'all say he was coming back in 1990. Didn't y'all say he was coming back in 2001? It's 2022. I'm gonna get it. Give me to about 2025, and then when I get done doing my thing, I'm gonna give my life to the Most High. Walking after their own lusts, right? Read on.
All things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
So that was it on that? Yeah. So, you know, a lot of our people, they're afraid of being scoffed. You know, they're afraid of being mocked by their friends and their family. They're afraid of being laughed at. And a lot of you brothers, y'all afraid to go stand on them street corners. You afraid, you ashamed to go stand on the street corners because you afraid of what it might look like. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn what it look like? The Most High commanded that you go out there and do it. He didn't say, hey, it's got to look a certain way. He said, go do it. And you afraid to being scoffed. Look at him out there. It's just one of them. It's just, who gives a damn? I'll go by myself. I don't give a damn. I'm going to do what the Lord say. You can scoff. You can mock. You can, but 2 Peter 3:3 said that you was going to do that. So we was waiting on you. What took you so damn long? We knew you was coming. Give me Mark 3:8-38.
Mark chapter 8, verse 38.
Read that.
Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words,
Then what?
in this adulterous and sinful generation.
You ashamed to go out there and to speak against the wickedness and this adulterous and wicked generation? You concerned what it looked like? Read.
Of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed.
The Most High gonna be ashamed of you. Read on.
When he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Give me Matthew 26:67.
Matthew 26:67.
Read that.
Then did they spit in his face and buffeted him.
They did what?
Spit in his face and buffeted him. And others smote him with the palms of their hands.
Yahweh went through it. You see that? But you ashamed of what it looked like. You ashamed to go through it. You ashamed to go out there and preach the gospel to your people. You ashamed to rebuke Esau. You know, everything's cool. You good with being an Israelite, but when it comes to rebuking your enemy, then all of a sudden you ashamed. You're not fit for the kingdom, right? Read on.
Saying, prophesy unto us, thou Christ.
Right? So they spitting on him. They hitting him. He was beat beyond recognition. You couldn't even tell that he was the Son of Man no more. And they mocking him. Prophesying to us who hit you. Who hit you this time? Since you the Son of God, tell us who hitting you in the head with a stick. And they laughing. They pulling out his beard. Put stuffing on thorns on top of his head. You know, beating him in his face, buffeting him. They beat him all night, man. He lost a lot of blood. And you ashamed to just go out there and preach the word to rebuke Esau. Read on. Was that on that? Give me 68.
That was 68.
Give me 67 again. And 68.
Then did they spit in his face and buffeted him. And others smote him with the palms of their hands, saying, prophesy unto us, thou Christ. Who is he that smote thee?
Mockers, man. Scoffers, man. In these last days. Give me Luke 21-41. 22 and 41.
Luke 22 and 41.
Read that.
And he was withdrawn from them about a stone's cast, and kneeled down and prayed, saying, Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me.
Yeah, and sometimes you feel like it get unbearable. Yahweh felt like that. He said, Father, if you know, remove this, can you remove this cup? You know, read.
Nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done.
Hey, but he said, look, man, I'll drink this cup. I'll go through it for the Father, man. You have to, as a servant, as a son, as a follower of Yahweh, you have to be willing to go through this, man. You have to willing to be rejected and persecuted, beat, scoffed, scorned of men. You have to be willing to give up your life for your people, man. Nevertheless, not my will, but thy will be done. And if it's the will for the Most High for you to be rejected, for your wife to leave you, then it's the Most High's will. If it's the Most High will for your father to hate you, then let the Most High will be done. If it's the Most High will for your mother to never call you again, then let the Most High will be done. Right? Read on.
And there appeared an angel unto him from heaven, strengthening him.
What the angel do?
Strengthening him.
Why the Most High will strengthen you, man. He's going to give you the ability to get the job accomplished, man. He's going to give you everything. You got to trust him. And his saints trust him. We trust him with our lives. Read on.
And being in agony, he prayed more
And being
earnestly.
what?
Being in agony, he prayed more earnestly.
Read.
And his sweat was as it were great drops of blood.
When did you go through that? When were you in agony to the point where you sweating blood? When did that happen? When did you go through that much stress? It didn't happen. So there's no excuse, man. So with that, we're going to say shalom. Shalom.